Welcome to Real Tech with WEI. I'm Chris Lassard, Director of Business Development, and today we have Dave Fafel, our Chief Architect. And today's topic, Intel's new Scalable family processor. So Dave, Intel's released a new family of processors with a lot of great features. Talk about some of those.
Sure. Intel has released the Intel Scalable family of processors. This family of processors comes with increased core counts, increased frequencies on the high-end CPUs, new memory features, and Intel is advertising a almost 2x performance increase for general data center use, even a 4x performance gain in virtualized environments. So there's a lot of new features that come along with these processors and a lot of reasons to take a close look at them.
So Dave, a lot of new specs in this architecture release. Can you talk about some of those in detail?
Yeah, absolutely. So this family of processors comes with an increased core count, up to 28 cores on the higher end CPUs, up to 3.7 gigahertz processor frequency, and new memory architecture for improved performance. The previous generation of Intel CPUs offered a 4-channel memory controller, and the new Intel Scalable processors offer a 6-channel memory controller, which means that we can have up to 12 DIMMs per CPU. And when we configure memory now, we want to configure that according to the number of channels that we have. So in the past, we would configure memory in multiples of 4, right? So 4, 8, 16, 32, et cetera. And that has been a very common way to configure memory in a system. What we want to do now is change that a little bit. So when we configure in multiples of 6, our overall capacity changes a bit. 48, 96, 192 gig are going to be the optimum performing configurations for servers moving forward due to the new architecture.
Intel has really stepped it up. What are some of the things that customers need to know moving forward?
Well, there's a few things. One, the naming nomenclature and model numbers have changed on this family of processors. The processor family now is in different levels, such as bronze, silver, gold, and platinum, and each of those levels offer different performance characteristics per CPU. So we want to understand where customers are and what CPUs they're using today, and where we can transition them to. It's not necessarily a direct transition, so if you're using a hex core CPU today, you're not necessarily going to move to a hex core CPU tomorrow. Because the performance increase on these CPUs is pretty dramatic, what we want to be able to understand is what are the characteristics of your application environment today, and can we help you to get the same or better performance at a lower cost by finding the right CPU for your environment. So we want to understand where in that class of CPUs you want to fall. So gone are the V3, V4, the version designates for the previous generation, and now we're using model numbers, 3100, 4100, and 6100, I think 8100. And really in that family, that one in the 4100 is actually their new generational designate. So the next release of processors will be the 4200, for instance. And that way we'll know what generation in that tick-tock cycle they're in. Another thing to consider is that the higher-end CPUs in the family offer additional features, such as increased memory performance, higher core count, and so forth. So we want to understand that if you're looking for all of the higher-end features, that we're picking the right processor. And lastly, we want to make sure that, again, our memory configurations are optimized for performance. Because of the new memory architecture, it's very important to not configure the memory on these systems the way that we always have. To configure them properly and deliver optimum performance requires some understanding of how the architecture works, and that's what we deliver.
Well, that wraps it up. Thank you for joining us on Real Tech with WEI.